Hello and welcome to the Daily Comic and Collectible, episode 275. Now today, the collectible of the day is the Hasbro Toys 1/12 scale G.I. Joe Origins Classified Series Snake Eyes action figure. G.I. Joe is a highly skilled, on-demand special operations force of men and women from around the globe. These heroes are selected for their unique abilities and tasked with defending the world from criminal organizations bent on world domination. Wherever there's trouble, G.I. Joe is there. Now, the 6-inch Snake Eyes figure comes ready for action with multiple points of articulation for posability and movie-inspired accessories, including his signature sword, and with custom artwork by John Guido. This box includes Snake Eyes action figure, 2 head sculpts, sword, sheath, and 2 daggers. Released by Hasbro Toys. Now the comic of the day is Snake Eyes, Dead Game, issue number 1, with a cover date of July 2020. With story by Rob Liefeld and Chad Bowers. Art and cover by Rob Liefeld. Released by IDW Publishing. The story opens with an ancient battle from 782 AD between a thunder god and a mysterious ninja referred to as Gravemaster. The two lock in battle, each with their special weapons, one with a living hammer and the other with a dead sword. This first page sets up the high stakes that will unfold over this series. We join Snake Eyes en route to infiltrate a secret base using his ninja and military skills. He meets up with fellow Joes, Roadblock and Tripwire. They discover and free the original G.I. Joe, General Joseph Colton, who announces the world needs saving and it doesn't need a soldier. It needs a ninja. He mentions the Dead Game and Snake Eyes is off with a sense of urgency. After a short distance, Snake Eyes discovers a ritual resurrection. The life force is being pulled from the encircling ninja followers and awakens the main villain. It is the Gravemaster from the opening page. Snake Eyes engages him, and he's impressed with Snake Eyes, but still gains the upper hand with supernatural powers, and is going to kill Snake Eyes. But a timely entrance by Scarlet and his wolf, Timber, save him. It's here we learn the Gravemaster's name is Kurgan, and he retreats with his followers to retrieve the Dead Sword. Roadblock and the General are now on scene and mention the cult members have friends in high places, because they are ordered immediately to cease fire and return to base. Gravemaster announces that the retrieval of his dead sword will force Snake Eyes to fall in line, as will the rest of the world. Hearing this, the Joes all decide to disobey orders and do what it takes to stop Kurgan from finding and retrieving his dead sword. This story is continued in issue number 2 of G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Dead Game. Geek Fact: the first appearance of Snake Eyes was in the comic titled G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, issue number 1, with a cover date of June 1982. Bonus Geek Fact: the first issue of G.I. Joe also contains the first appearance of Scarlet, and their main enemy over the years, Cobra Command and the Cobra Commander. The first issue contained over 16 appearances that all became regulars. Another bonus geek fact: Snake Eyes first appeared as a second-generation action figure with the release of the Hasbro 3 3/4 inch line of action figures. He quickly became a favorite and a staple of G.I. Joe. Another bonus geek fact: G.I. Joe was introduced into the National Toy Hall of Fame in 2004, and the Pop Culture Hall of Fame in 2017. Another bonus geek fact: the original 12-inch G.I. Joe action figure line was introduced in February of 1964 and represented all 4 branches of the military: Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. And in 2003, One of the original G.I. Joe prototypes sold in a heritage auction for $200,001. And final geek fact. G.I. Joe has been the title of comic strips and comic books every decade since 1942. Dave Bredger created the first G.I. Joe comic strip, beginning with the first issue of Yank, the Army Weekly, on June 17th, 1942. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me for today's Daily Comic and Collectible, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. This is Cat Fan Comics Man, and I'll catch you on the flip. Over and out.